Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to part 4 of the Novelty machine restorations. And yes, we're at that point now where we can finally start reassembling all of these and put all the parts back together. So pretty exciting stuff. I'm not going to waste any time, except I will say that all of the parts that I'm putting back in here, I've already went ahead and cleaned and washed those. So I know I didn't shoot or record any of that, but just know that, it's pretty straightforward, just using, like grease lightning or simple green and just kind of running over all the parts, especially like the sensors and the plexiglass. But anyhow, that's done. So I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's just jump right into it and let's reassemble these. Okay, we are done. And man, I gotta say, these turned out amazing, like way, way, way better than what I was originally anticipating. It took me a lot longer to put these back together than I was anticipating. I think mostly because I was just remembering how they went back together. Especially the personality analyzer took me way longer than any of the other ones, and that's mostly because the way that it's designed, the parts, how they go in there, you kind of have to work backwards, because if you try to add, like, say, the control panel, and you do it out, I did it too soon, and so I had to remove everything, put that in first, then, add the parts in. So it was a lot of taking things out, putting parts back in, and took me a lot longer until I finally figured it out. But anyhow, they're done, and man, I can't tell you how happy I am. So now, finally, the fun part. We get to go through each one of these, and I'll show you how they work and what the gimmick is and how they play out. So let me get set up, turn all these guys on, and let's just go through each one, and I'll kind of give you an introduction to how they work. Okay, so I've got all the machines on. Let's just kind of run, left to right, and we'll demonstrate each one of these. So first machine is the heart rate monitor, and this one's pretty self-explanatory. None of these have free play, mind you, so I'm going to grab a quarter here, throw it in, and then throw my finger into the sensor here, and it's going to kind of go through this deal. So now it's going to start reading basically my pulse through my finger, and it cycles through a bunch of numbers until it deems what's the average, I think. In this case, I read 80, which according to this is average, 70 to 85. So I'm neither well-conditioned nor athletic, although I've gotten all these readings before. So I don't know if it's random or not, but yeah, that's the heart rate monitor. I like that they have this little table here. Now, of course, this isn't, there is fine print at the bottom that says specifically that this is not, quote, "this is not a diagnostic medical instrument for advice or opinion concerning your heart rate. Consult your physician." So even the heart rate monitor is a novelty machine. So that's the heart rate monitor, pretty straightforward. Let's see, next we've got the stress tester. And mind you, a couple of the LEDs don't light up, the ones that say, like it's testing, deposit coin, position hand, the little step-by-step instruction LEDs, there's 3 of them. And for whatever reason, those don't light up or they're broken. I'm not sure, but it's not a big deal. Everything else lights up, and that's more important to me. So anyways, again, throw a quarter in here. This one really doesn't make any noises. Relax my hand on the sensor here. And apparently this uses the moisture, or measures moisture on your fingers. That's the rumor. According to this, I'm normal, so that's good, I guess. I'm not too stressed out. Yeah, so pretty straightforward. That's a stress tester. Now moving on, we've got the love tester. All right. This one makes really cool like dial tone sounds. So anyways, similar to the heart rate monitor, it's got a very similar sensor. It's just recessed. So I'm going to throw my quarter in here. Let's see here how I rate. So now it's going to go through its deal. Ooh, number 8. So according to this, I am hot stuff. And this thing makes different noises based on what rating you are. I think anything below, I don't know, 4 or 5, it doesn't really make any noises, but if you get like 6 or better, it makes different noises. Like I hit 10 at one point, and this thing just like sounds like a siren going off. All of these machines can get pretty darn loud with the exception of the stress tester. In fact, when I took apart the heart rate monitor, someone had actually dampened the speaker because there's no pots for volume on these. And I guess that makes sense because if they're in a loud environment, they need to draw attention to themselves. So anyhow, that's the love tester. And then we've got the personality analyzer, and this one's actually pretty cool. All right, so your mood character will change daily, so your color selection, try me. So again, I'm gonna throw my quarter in here. And now I'm supposed to press all 4 of the colored buttons in any order, but I have to press each one once. So I'm just gonna go red, blue, green, yellow. I am analyzing. So yeah, it goes through this whole cycle for quite a while actually. Not the greatest sounds. All right, let's see here. So now it's going to spit out these sentences. And according to this, you don't waste time on trivial matters, and your tenacity and ability to take criticism, which I probably will for these videos, criticism should help you prosper in business. Ooh. Well, I guess there could be worse things. All right, well, that's personality analyzer. And like I was saying, I have yet to see the same series of sentences spit out of here. So I'm grateful for that. I think that's a good thing. It would suck if there were only like 10 sentences, you know. It's kind of fun to see what it's going to say. Yeah, so those are the 4 machines. And, you know, I was actually thinking about putting the stress test and the heart rate monitor in my office at work because, you know, it seems suitable, you know, a stress tester at work, right? But yeah, so that's the 4 of them. I think they're pretty cool. Obviously, the love tester and the personality analyzer are more on the novelty side of things, but they're all really cool machines. And like I said, it's all about the attract modes. These things look, well, here, let me turn off the light. I mean, oh, let me get this lamp too. Yeah, I mean, like, how cool is that? They just look cool in the dark. Like, you don't even have to play them. They're a neat little novelty item to have, like in the arcade. So, anyhow, I guess that's gonna wrap up this episode and the whole entire restoration. So, again, I want to say thanks for watching these videos and any other videos and subscribing to my channel. And I guess I'll see you in the next series of videos. Thanks for watching.